Yeah, yeah, yeah. Is it raining outside yet? It's supposed to rain today, right? I saw that. I actually took the car to work. I came to work today early because I had a meeting. The meeting is going on at 1. I thought it was 10. Can only get away 1 or 2 days a week at a certain time. And they had one yesterday. And I thought, what the hell am I doing here so damn early? I thought there was a meeting. They're like, it was yesterday at 10. What the hell am I supposed to do? I do enough. Early. That's just too early for me, kids. I'm telling you. We got so much fun stuff to get to today. Some crazy stuff. Yeah, I'll talk a little bit about D.C. The whole thing with that is it's an odd thing. Just, the numbers, what numbers are real, what numbers are fake. It's like the BLS. Nobody really knows. Is crime down? Is it up? Is it a perception that crime is up? Right? Where my show originates from is my national show is here, but the studios that get beamed out to are in D.C. So I asked my buddy today, I go, hey, Phil, we've been together for 10 years working on the show. You've been mugged? He goes, no. You ever seen anybody get mugged? He goes, no. I said, okay, I just want to make sure. I don't know, but it'll be interesting. You know what else is neat about that or different is, that's the only court in America that does federal and local. Because it's not really it's district court. So the DAs or the people that are running everything, they are having to do both. They're like, oh, should I do this shoplifting or do this terrorist thing? So it'll be an interesting thing to see the way that this thing plays itself out. But it's all show from here on out. The left is going to go, oh, my God, it's the worst thing in history. Nobody wants to be a cop. Nobody wants to be a cop. You got great audio from a guy last night. He used to be a cop for 20 years there. It's just like nobody wants the job anymore. After the riots, right? The summer of love, George Floyd, and just as we talked about yesterday, all of us here, nobody wants that gig anymore. Why would you want that gig? Even if you've had the frustration of not just the insane over red tape you have to go through, the nightmare of dealing with the social media world and waiting for somebody to get you, just waiting for that moment. Nah, you wouldn't want it. Hey, Ken.
Brother Chad and Brother Bilal.
Before you bounced out over there, you did something on your, and you guys probably heard this too, you did something on your newscast that says it costs $5 for a peanut butter and jelly sandwich?
Yeah.
How?
Apparently that's what the cost is to make it at home.
How are they breaking that down?
I don't know.
Okay, for the bread, right? What's that, $3? Yeah. $4 or $5. Let's say it's $15 for everything, and you get how many sandwiches? You get more than
you get you can make a whole bunch of sandwiches.
Yeah, you make 10 or 15.
Yeah. Depends on how much jelly and peanut butter you want to put on the bread.
Absolutely. But I just felt like $5 seems like, do you get chips with it? Is it a drink or is it just the sandwich itself? Are they charging mom or dad by the hour?
Just the sandwich. Everything else is extra.
This is all Biden. This is Bidenflation.
It's made on Amish artisanal baguettes,
though. So funny.
Yeah, $5 for a peanut butter and jelly sandwich.
I thought that seemed a bit steep.
Yes.
I had a peanut butter and jelly sandwich today. There's no way that thing costs $5. There's just no chance in hell that thing costs $5 to make.
Maybe, it's like Mel said, maybe they're putting it on the fancy bread.
Not my fancy bread. I was at the point where I had to have one regular piece of bread and the butt. We were out.
I noticed that, too.
You got one regular piece and that wah-wah piece that nobody wants.
Somehow, I always end up getting the butt of the bread. Because my family, they will not eat the crust.
It was just such a... When I heard that, I thought, wait, what?
Who makes that up?
$5 for a peanut butter and jelly sandwich for school? What kind of school are you going to?
Yeah, exactly.
I mean, that does seem like it's a little steep. Because I was thinking, like, how many pieces are in a loaf, on the average loaf?
I don't know.
You start breaking it down, I would assume it's closer to like $3. What's bologna cost?
Goodness.
God, if you're getting meat, dude, you're screwed.
Boy, man, you're making me hungry now.
You might just have to
bologna.
have a meat sandwich. No, you can't even have that. Mayonnaise.
Mayonnaise, babe. By the way, I heard a mayonnaise commercial on our station this morning.
Are you serious?
Mayonnaise is advertising on WTN.
How are they not part of who we are as a group?
I know.
Yeah, just a reminder, mayonnaise is the official condiment of the Chad Benson Show.
It is.
I need to go downstairs and throw down right there with everybody. Who do I need to fight in the death trap? Mayonnaise. This should be it. We should have T-shirts. We could have Mayonnaise Monday.
Oh, yes.
Mayonnaise Monday, baby.
What else will we put mayonnaise with?
We could make a sandwich every day. Today we're doing mayonnaise with Kodo salami, a little bit of pepper jack.
By the way, I've got a hot take on mayonnaise today.
Oh, this is great. We've all got hot takes today.
It's Hot Take Tuesday,
It
baby.
is, man. Sizzling. Hot take. Hot take Tuesday started out today with this. I sent to the guys a text message that says, nature will mess you up.
Goodness.
And it was what was it, India? I think it was India.
It's either India or it's got to be India
Yeah.
because that's the only country I think where elephants just roll around anywhere, wherever they want.
And there was a whole bunch of, I don't know, were they?
I got to look at that again, Brother Jim.
I didn't see the death good enough. I couldn't tell if somebody was trying to take a picture of the elephant. He was not having it.
No.
And he chased one guy off the side of the road, and he's on his, he's just running around in his Hirachis and stuff trying to get away. He got to the road. The elephant took 3 steps and then stomped right on him.
Right.
That is not a good thing.
Well, and I mean, look at all these people around this. This elephant is terrified.
Terrified.
He is thinking people are out to get him.
Yeah. Terrified.
At home. Why did that guy run in front of him?
He panicked too.
Yeah, but here's the deal, brother. Look at that.
Yeah.
If the guy would have stopped running, the elephant would have just kept going.
Yeah.
What a moron.
He panicked because, you got something behind you and you don't know where to go and you're running, and that thing was, and you could tell it was terrified.
Well, look, yeah, because, I mean, his tail, the elephant's tail is sticking straight up.
Yeah. Once the guy went down, man, he just didn't stomp on him once. He curb stomped him.
Dude, that's terrible.
Yeah, that is. And you feel bad because obviously they weren't there to hurt him.
Oh.
And I don't even know if that guy was a part of the crew or if he was just stuck in a bad place. And he stepped on him while he was on the middle of the street, not on like dirt or anything like that, where you thought, well, maybe if there's some mud, it caves in a little bit.
Right.
Yeah. And the first thing that Ken says to me, he goes, you know what? Didn't even stomp on the guy's head, stomped right on his chest.
So, yeah.
It's not like it died. He died instantly.
Yeah, this poor man suffered.
Yeah.
That's terrible, man.
It's nature, though. Nature is.
It is.
Don't mess with it, and don't take pictures of it in the wild. And you know what? We're blessed in some ways because we have nature, but it's just enough nature to be fun, not enough nature to kill you.
However, you do have morons over in the Smokies, and the Tennessee Wildlife Resources Agency, they're constantly telling people, stop feeding the bears.
Well, they'll feed the bears once enough. Eventually, they're going to run out of food, and the bears are like, well, we're still hungry.
Yeah, and you provide it for us.
It is a good way to get rid of the stupid people, though.
Yeah, there's nothing wrong with that. There isn't. But we are lucky because, like, places like India, you don't realize India has, I think, about 50,000 people a year die from the sawtooth viper.
Wow.
Think about 50. It's not the most not even close to being the most poisonous. It's agitated very easily. It's small. It's got a good bite. The venom is like, it's a badass venom, but it's nothing like, the inland taipan or any of that stuff. The issue is most of the bites take place in the middle of godforsaken nowhere, and you have no chance of getting to any kind of help. And we don't really have that. I mean, copperheads and stuff, that's not really going to kill you. I mean, it's not. I mean, it'll leave you a nasty one. But we don't have elephants. Could you imagine elephants roaming the streets? And especially with America and how stupid we are. We can't even let people go look at bison in Buffalo somewhere.
Right.
Oh, let's ride one. You ever ridden an elephant?
Oh,
I have.
I've never been. Have you really?
Yes.
What was that like?
Terrifying, but cool. Because you know what? All these awesome little zoos around the country, the best thing to do is trust old Earl there with the fact that this elephant's going to be all right.
Yeah. He's a nice elephant.
No, I've read an elephant a couple times. My buddy ran the zoo out in Palm Springs, and they would have some elephant rides. You only go around once or twice, just 1 or 2 nights a year, and that was it. And it was neat. I mean, it's odd. Ridden a camel too. That's a trip.
I bet. Yeah, because you've got to sit. You got to sit between its neck and the hump, right?
Yeah, the neck and the hump, or because the Dumouriez, whatever the other ones. One has 1 hump, one has 2 humps, and it's
Dromedary has 1.
Yeah, so it's
and it looks painful.
It's not comfortable.
Yeah,
Tell you that right now.
yes, sir.
But it's neat. It's neat. But you know what? We don't have those roaming the streets here. We have kind of bears.
Yeah.
I mean, they're bears, and they would do damage.
Yeah.
But they're not 1,200 pounds, 9 feet tall bears.
Grizzly bears.
Yes. They're not polar bears who are like, you know what? I'm coming not to eat the snacks in your house. I'm coming to eat you.
Yeah. 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 They're not the 9-foot bears that want people to hug them.
Yes. God, people are
Those bears like that.
They do. They love the closer you get, the easier it is. They don't want to chase you and eat you. They want you to die right there. I woke up today and found out, because I got up extra early today because I thought I had to be here for a big meeting, and I found this out. I thought, there's no way. This was my dream today.
So I wanted to show you something.
Okay.
All right.
What do we got?
We got,
A briefcase.
yep,
Mint green with TS
Yep.
on it.
yep.
What's in it?
This is my brand new album, The Life of a Showgirl.
TS12.
Oh, look at that. Taylor Swift, new album.
So ready.
I'm ready. I'm here for it. Is that what Chris says?
Yeah.
I'm here for
it.
I'm excited. I wish you would have said when the first single dropped.
She said they're going to ship before October 13th. When the first single comes out, I don't know.
You got to pre-order, Brother Bilal.
Yeah, you got to pre-order. You got to. It's probably already done. They're sold out. They're never going to get any more.
And they're not making
Right.
any more.
It won't be on any streaming platforms at all.
Nope. She's decided against it. It's going to be like gold. What was that? Was it the Wu-Tang Clan made the one album?
Yeah, that
And sold it to Skrilla or whatever his name was?
Yeah, Pharma Bro. He bought it.
For like $2 or $3 million, but he wasn't allowed to play it for anybody? That was great.
And he couldn't make copies.
Yeah, that's a solid.
Wow. What? So, what if, let's say an artist like Taylor Swift, Beyonce, decided that they don't want their new album streaming and they want it vinyl only. Can they do that?
I think
Well,
they
yeah,
could
if they
do
want to make
that.
a bad business decision.
Well, no, but that would be a cool thing to do, like or a single. Like this single will never going to stream. It's only going to be vinyl only.
Right.
So you would have to go out and purchase something, and then you sell the record player, the special Taylor Swift record player.
There you go.
That goes with it.
Yes, sir.
Who was that? There's a couple bands that have tried something like that.
It seems like they did.
Yeah.
But I can't remember who it might have been.
Who was the band that pissed everybody? You two. Remember when they pissed everybody off with the phone?
When they forced it on everybody's iPhone.
Yeah, don't do that. That was awful.
That album was not very good.
That was not very good. It was like it was one of those like we're trying. Here it is.
Let's put it together. Here, hurry up. Come on.
Come on. Bono's doing something obnoxious. Let's get this finished, Edge. Yeah. Oh, my Lord. Today we got Hot Take Tuesday. We got our hot takes coming up. We're all ready with hot takes. So be prepared for that. You know the hot take rules. Hot take rules, simple and easy. Doesn't have to be political. We prefer not to be political. Something ridiculous, stupid. My first hot take was I didn't think the Beatles were as great as everybody thought they were. You know, stuff like I think, going back to me again. But I think The Godfather was kind of movie. That's what I think. It was It was long, and I was like, this is kind of stupid. Let me know what you think. Hot Take Tuesday. Text the program. I've got a super hot take. Bell, I know, has got a super hot take. And yes, we got a mayonnaise hot take as well. If you're missing the show, shame on you. Grab the podcast.
Shame.
Shame. The Chad Benson Show. Super Talk 997. Is that the same murderer that
I believe
killed
it
his
is.
daughters?
Yep.
So down in SoCal.
This dude knows how to hide.
Yeah, he does. Well, he was a former military guy.
Yeah, he could be dangerous when they do catch up with him.
Yeah, I feel like he isn't going out without a fight. He feels like it's Rambo, but not in the good way.
Exactly.
Not in the good way at all. All right, it is Tuesday, so we do Hot Take Tuesday. You guys, many of you listen to the show, you know exactly what it is. Stupid, fun hot takes that somebody would look and go, what the hell are you talking about? Right? Like the Beatles, or that's the way I felt about them, stuff like that. Hot Take Tuesday. Today we're going to start with Mr. Bell.
This is gonna make some people mad, but Avatar was a garbage movie, and it did not need and should not have any sequels.
Bingo.
Look at that.
I
James Cameron is a garbage
full-heartedly-
human being. I was waiting for that.
I full-heartedly agree.
Yeah, it's a video game. I saw somebody say the other day, I'm at the point watching Avatar where I'm now rooting for the humans.
I want that tree of life to fall over on
I do
one
too.
of them.
Somebody get me an axe.
Or maybe an owl poop on them.
Okay, I know they're so whiny. All right, hot take with my man Ken.
Mayonnaise should never be used in tuna fish sandwiches.
Ooh.
Only Miracle Whip.
Hot take. Is it because mayonnaise is so precious?
Did he just diss our official condiment?
No. Like Miracle Whip is that's an interesting thing.
It's smoother in the tuna. It goes better with the tuna than mayonnaise
It
does.
makes it as smooth as can be.
Oh, and no pickles.
No pickles.
No pickles in the tuna.
I don't do pickles in tuna either. I don't like that.
No.
And my grandmother used to make tuna salad and had celery in it. It's
Yeah,
like, this is not
celery.
necessary.
Yeah, you can't do that either.
Would you like cranberry? No, I don't want cranberry. That's stupid. I don't even like you, Mom. Leave.
And
All right, here we go. My hot take is Van Hagar was better than Van Halen.
I can agree.
Oh, no, sir.
Absolutely.
Oh.
100%.
Oh.
100%.
Oh.
Absolutely.
I still love you, boys.
Right? Like, I just, you know why? Because, I mean, I grew up with Van Halen, like at the height, 1984, all of that stuff. But Van Hagar, man, it was just something else about him. Because I think Van Halen got on the little bit of the, because I was never a huge Van Halen fan because it's like, dude, it's a acoustic song and you come out with an electric guitar and everything for 4.5 minutes. It's great. We know you could play. But I think Van Hagar just had more. So they were better. He couldn't do karate kicks like Dave, but he also wasn't nuts. So that was good.
That would have been something seeing Sammy do some karate kicks like that.
It is kind of odd
Running
that
around without a shirt.
my favorite Van Halen album is 1984, but I much prefer the Van Hagar era.
Yeah. And they had a lot of keyboard in the 1984. It was very kind of new wavy kind of feel.
Well, they were taking a risk.
They
too.
were. They were. I mean, and look, it's great. I love Jump was amazing. Jump was just it was everywhere. And everybody wanted to do ninja kicks like Dave. And then they all found out Dave was nuts. He was crazy though.
My favorite cut off 1984 was I'll Wait.
It was good.
Love that song.
Something about, I feel like they were a rockish band, but I think there was something bigger with Van Hagar.
Oh,
And I
without
like.
a doubt. Well, and Van Hagar outsold Van Halen.
Yeah. Oh, somebody says AC/DC is overrated.
Oh!
Yeah.
What in the world is going on? What's happening to me today?
I don't know. Van Hagar, I got a little bit of that. AC/DC is overrated.
Oh!
Miracle Whip. I know it was 80s music, but it wasn't, they didn't go full new wave, right? It wasn't Depeche, Halen. That'd have been cool.
Now, I will say this. That 5150 is one of my favorite all-time albums. I love that album. I love Eddie's guitar on that album, man. But I like I kind of like, what I like about it, too, is the songs are different.
Yeah.
From, you can definitely tell, Sammy's influence, on that album, which I liked. But I don't know, boys, for me, the original lineup, they did it for me.
I totally understand. I do. And I like Van Halen. I'm not saying I didn't like Van Halen. If I had to listen to one, it's got what it takes.
Right.
So why can't this be love? That's what I'm saying. Straight from the heart.
We ain't talking about love.
No, they were so awesome. Coming up, I spoke to my buddy today. We did a little podcast. Play some of that He is a retired major in the old Army and a guy that he ran like NATO's nuclear weapons and stuff, did all that stuff, but he's also a big-time military analyst. And we talked about where he thinks this is going with Trump and Putin this weekend. So we'll talk a bit about that. I'll play some of that for you, among other things, straight ahead. Chad Benson, Super Talk 99.7. Dun, 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 dun. Dun, 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 dun. That's some interesting hot takes on the old hot take line. All new country music is garbage. Quentin Tarantino's overrated. The Nuge. Really? The Nuge.
The Motor City Madman.
Yeah. So, I don't know, some people like the Nuge a lot, some people don't. It happens, right? I mean, that David Lee Roth was too bubblegumish. I could see that.
Bubblegumish?
Yeah. By the way, Chad has no taste in music. AC/DC overrated. That was not me. That was part of the hot take. They start my show every hour. I wouldn't go, hey, give me the worst thing.
Let's play the thing I hate every hour on the hour.
As a reminder, somebody said Van Hager better than Van Halen. Blasphemy. Miracle. Metallica is the miracle whip of bands.
Oh, man.
Dude, I got to be honest. I've never been a Metallica fan. I've always thought they were kind of...
Oh, man.
They're okay, but I always thought they were kind of pop-Talica.
Really?
Yeah.
You think Master of Puppets is pop?
No, but I think compared to... I just think they were a little bit more mainstreamy.
Well,
always. They always felt mainstreamy.
They sort of created the lane.
They went mainstream,
Yeah.
I thought, with Saint Anger.
So, but I was always a Maiden guy, right? And somebody
I love.
But I
Yeah.
I've always loved Maiden. There was never a chance Maiden was ever going. Even Judas Priest was ever going mainstream.
Scream for me, Long Beach.
Yeah. So, I have no taste in cartoons. Oh, is it because I showed Belle today the new South Park. It opens with Kristi Noem going into a pet store and just blasting everything.
Oh, my gosh.
It's not very nice. It's hilarious. You know what, though? She reacted. You can't do that. Right? Treat them like you treat a bear. In certain situations, you just lay down and play dead.
Or completely ignore it.
Yeah. If you go and you make fun of them and say something or try to fight with them, that you just gave them the green light to go after you.
That's right.
Yeah. So, see, you know what I get? I got a couple Van Hagars, a better, and the Beatles. You're like me. I think the Beatles were okay. I don't think they were all that it was cracked up to be. Earlier today, I spoke with my buddy, Mike Lyons. Now, Mike is retired major, handled the nukes, I think, for NATO, West Point grad, big military analyst, see him all over the place. And I asked him, I said, so this weekend they're getting together in Alaska. Just want to point that out, not Russia. And I said, dude, how's this really going to go?
Yeah, Chad, I don't see this having a favorable outcome for Ukraine on any level right now. First of all, Russia is making significant advances on the ground with their military in areas that Ukraine has been holding for the past few months. And so if you're looking at this formula to negotiate a settlement, there's just not enough leverage on Vladimir Putin to agree to anything to stop because he's having success on the battlefield. You know, you go back to like the Dayton Accords, let's say, right? What stopped, Bosnia and Serbia from that conflict back in the mid-90s. The whole thing was about stopping the fighting, right? Stopping the shooting at this point and then figure out the political situation later. And that seems to be what the Trump answer is here. Just, kind of stop the fighting and we'll figure it out later. I just don't see Russia doing that because they don't have to. They're doing well right now, and I'm afraid we're setting up the administration as well as Zelensky for a big fall. I don't think Russia's agreeing to anything.
No, I don't think so either. The more I look at it, they have made quite a move, over 150,000 soldiers. They're ready for another push. Zelensky is caught between a rock and a hard place. This isn't going to go the way he wants, even if it does somewhat. He's given up 20% of his land. And I just don't see this thing ending anywhere near the way that I think people want it to. He had a chance a while ago, but it's a weird thing because if you think about it, is there an issue with NATO and the push? But NATO was never going to allow them in. That was never a plan. They were never going to allow them in. And they may have played around to piss off Vladimir. Don't do that, guys. But they were never going to allow them in because they knew. And he always wanted to bring the Soviet Union back to its somewhat glory days. And this is what we got. And I don't see this ending anytime soon. I would like to think they'll get some sort of ceasefire, but at best, it'll be here and there for a while. I mean, why would you stop?
Well, and how many more sanctions do we have left to go?
The only sanctions that ever kind of hurt them were individual sanctions. So on the oligarchs taking their ships and their money and stuff. The country, we never sanctioned the people that were doing the business for them. So they'd buy it from Iran. They would sell it to India.
Yeah.
India would buy it from them. They'd sell it to Iran. China never stopped working with them. So we had no real recourse. And the only reason I think they're doing this is because he threatened India with a tariff. A 50% tariff. That's a big deal. But like you said, what else are we going to do? Because we don't deal, China, if he really wanted to, if Trump was really interested, he'd go and pressure China with tariffs. But he tacoed it yesterday, right? Like he extended the
another
tariffs,
90 days.
Another 90 days. And then he's allowing NVIDIA, which should piss us all off. Because I think the tariff thing is ridiculous at times. And this whole thought, look at all the money we're bringing in. We're not bringing that money in. That money's here. We're paying it out of our pockets. If I import something and you hit me with a 20% tariff, I pay the tariff, not the person who shipped it to me. But the fact that he is allowing NVIDIA to send chips to China, the ones that everybody's like, oh, they can't have, we're doing that. Those are like the super high speed, super duper duper ones. We shouldn't be allowing that. This is a race. And we've got nowhere else to really sanction. We're not going to sanction China. We're not going to go after India, I think, any harder than we already are. And they'll just figure a workaround. Everybody middlemans it here and there. So
you got to be careful with India.
We do.
India is...
They want to be neutral.
Yeah, India is keeping China at bay.
Yes. And when it came to BRICS, India was like, I don't feel like getting involved with this. Realistically. They thought about it, but they're like, here's the thing. China, you guys don't... The whole thing about getting off the dollar, it's virtually impossible if you're going to try to move to another currency. Because you're not going to move over to whatever, the rupee or whatever. You're not doing that. You're not going to move over to, China's currency because that's only on the inside of their company. They don't trade it anywhere else. You need stability. So, but India, you're right, man. We got to be careful with India because they're also a huge trading partner. And they got 1.5 gazillion people.
Yeah, huge trading partner, and they're a military force to be reckoned with.
Yeah, and they also don't like China.
They hate China.
And they're not friends with Pakistan, which is another nuclear force. Think about being India, man. You're a sandwich between China.
Yeah.
You got Iran right next to you.
But you've got so many soldiers, and, you've got a big enough military that, you would be – China and Pakistan would make a mistake by attacking India.
Has India overtaken China in population?
Yeah, India's ahead. And the difference is China is not producing. India is.
Mm-hmm.
They're not slowing down, which is also another thing. India's a massive economy, but they're also a burgeoning economy. So while they're huge, they still have some third worldness to it. So they've got to make sure that they feed and clothe everybody, which, we were joking about earlier, but that guy who got stomped on in India, that's a crazy thing. A lot of people, you get outside of a few of the major cities that have 800 million people in it, it's
like third world.
Super third world. Like no hot water, no running water. Do your dishes down by the river and hope that you come back and not get eaten by something.
Or Matt Foley doesn't take your campsite.
That's right. Absolutely correct.
Yeah, I just, I'm just wondering what Trump is going to say to Vladimir Putin to change his mind whenever Trump said himself, I think he said yesterday, he'll know 2 minutes in whether he's wasting his time with Putin or not.
Yeah, well, and Putin's already got, he's getting another force up 150,000.
Yeah.
And I'll play some more of this later, but in the middle of our conversation, he says, look, here's the deal. Ukraine's just run out of people. That's it. It's we could give them 6 batteries of Patriot missiles, but if they don't have anybody to arm them, it doesn't matter. They're now at the point where originally the way that, and if you guys didn't know, at the beginning of the war, Zelensky sent a vast majority of the young men in their early 20s over to Poland because he goes, we got to have somebody to rebuild this country. We can't because Iran and Iraq, man, they killed all the young men. There was like nobody. And he wanted that, but they're at the point now where they're desperate. They're bringing people back, and they've got old men and women fighting. So this is going to end, potentially poorly. But Trump, I think he's going to try to put some pressure on, but I think if it doesn't work, I wouldn't be surprised if he walks away and says, you know what, we'll try to put some more sanctions on, but we're not going to fund this thing forever. Israel will fund forever, but this, no. Really? Good God. So this is, I think it's going to get ugly. And I think there's another big thing coming. And he's going to have to give up a lot of land. How much land, though? And the land they're trading back to him. It's like one of those, remember when your favorite team trades away your star player and they get back 3 people you've never heard of and like a 4th-round draft pick? That's kind of what would happen here. They get back 2 or 3 areas that don't really matter, and they give up a decent amount of space, of which some of it was mostly Russian-speaking. And they get the big thing, get the warm port, which is always what he's wanted. Ooh-wee. So we'll see. We'll see. It's going to be very interesting. Yes, Jason, you're right. Large amount of pharmaceuticals are made in India. It's that, man, you got to be careful. You do. We decided a long time. It's weird. We decided to outsource because we wanted to be a consumption nation. So we outsourced everything, including our pharmaceuticals. Everything came back to us cheaper except pharmaceuticals, which is weird. Which is very weird. Coming up, speaking of expensive, this day in history, we'll play a couple things for you that I think you'll find fascinating. We'll do that, among other things. Got your hot takes. My hot take today was Van Hagar's better than Van Halen. Belle loves the Avatar movies. Right, Belle? Is that what you said?
Yeah, I love them if I love garbage.
Ah, okay. Yeah, he hates the Avatar movies. And Ken went somewhere today that we normally don't go on, the Mayonnaise show. Where did you say, Ken?
Mayonnaise should never be used in tuna fish sandwiches. Only Miracle Whip.
Only Miracle Whip. Those are the hot takes. Let us know what your hot take is. You can text the program at
615-737-9986.
There you go, right there. Hot Take Tuesday. A lot of stuff coming up. It is Chad Benson, Super Talk 997. Okay, kids. Are you ready for a little This Day in History?
Once upon a time, a long time ago.
Now it's time for This Day in History. We look back on this day to find out what famous things took place.
1492 on this day in history, Christopher Columbus arrived in the Canary Islands, and he's like, what the hell is this? This isn't India. Where am I going? I don't even know where he's going. Also on this day in history, 1877. Thomas Edison invented the phonograph. Did you guys know that? And he busted this out.
Mary had a little lamb, its fleece was white as snow, and everywhere that Mary went, the lamb was sure to go.
Yeah, that was awful. We've gotten better at that.
Hey, that was a top 10 hit.
It was. It was. And in 1981, for all of the technology, for all of the stuff that we do, in 1981, IBM launched the 5150.
The IBM personal computer. Not only can it help you plan ahead, it'll balance your books and give you more time to make dough. And the cost? That's the icing on the cake. Your own IBM personal computer. Try it at a store near you.
So are you guys ready for the cost?
Yeah, that's what I'm wondering about.
Yep.
Okay, so the base price. So this is the base price. $1,600 back then, adjusted for inflation, $5,400. Woo-wee. Let me tell you what you got. Intel 8088 CPU, 16 kilobytes of RAM, no disk drive. You don't get any disk drive, and you get a monochrome monitor, basic programming language in ROM. If you wanted the optional upgrades, and you're like, I want to do this right, I don't want any of this crap. I want to play Pong in color. 64 RAM, kilobytes RAM. Are you ready for it? Expanded that memory. Okay, single 5.25 floppy disk drive. You get 2 of those as well. Color graphics adapter. What? Printer, IBM Dot Max. If you did that on top of the pewter, that was an extra $6,000. You would have spent in today's money $20,000+.
God,
You
could buy a mainframe for $20,000 in this day and age.
Yeah.
Put a down payment on a house.
That is a lot of money, kids. I just want to let you guys know, back in the day, have you seen The Wedding Singer? It's a great movie, Adam Sandler. One of the fun one.
Absolutely.
The part where the guy gets a compact disc player, he's like, it only cost $1,000.
Yeah.
In today's world, electronics are the cheapest thing around. Back in our day, wow. I knew people didn't even dream of having a VHS player. We'd have a sleepover. Mom and Dad would go rent it from the place and bring it home. And it would weigh 700 pounds.
Yeah.
Come, help me get the VHS player out of the thing.
Remember TVs?
Oh, yeah.
Large screen TVs, man, they'd go $1,500, $2,000.
Yeah, yes. Oh, and then if you got a plasma TV, watch out. There's a $15,000 for you right there. Coming up, hour number 2 of the program. A lot of stuff still to get to, including the new look Cracker Barrel. Is there enough cracker for you? If you're missing the show, shame on you. We got more of your hot takes coming up next hour as well. This is Chad Benson, Super Talk 997.